Hello everybody and welcome back to Harsh Mode. Today we're finally going to find our answer. Can Pokemon Red and Blue's Brock beat the Elite Four? Let's see where we left off last time. We ended up beating our rival, we made it through Viridian Forest, we beat our imposter, we made it through Mount Moon, and we made it through the Nugget Bridge. So, let's jump right into this run. Let's get to it.
We start off part 2 by finishing up the Nugget Bridge. Next it's on to my favorite trainer battle, which I affectionately call the Pink Dog of Doom. The reason I call it that is because it's one of the first Psychic-typed Pokemon that you'll actually encounter in any run, and it's always going to be a problem. It doesn't matter what you do. It's especially a problem for us in this run because we're weak to Psychic types. As you can see in this battle, we take a ton of damage from Confusion. We get confused, we hurt ourselves in confusion, and Sneck is actually going to faint here. We change out to Rocky. Rocky's able to finish off this Slowpoke with just a quick tackle. That's how almost every Pink Dog of Doom is going to go. Interestingly enough, the Pink Dog of Doom is also the Pokemon that you would use if you're trying to set up the Mew glitch. We're going to go see a Pokemon Furry. He's stuck in his suit, and we're going to help him out. As thanks, he's going to provide us with an all-expenses-paid vacation. We're going to come back down to Cerulean City. We're going to go into Misty's gym, and we're going to give her a piece of my mind and a piece of my heart. Misty starts out with Staryu, and we start out with Sneck. We're going to attempt a Bind Chain here because it's just the best option that we have. We get Staryu almost all the way down, but then we miss our final bind. Staryu is going to get in a Water Gun, and it's going to one-shot our Sneck. We're going to change over to Rocky. Unfortunately, Rocky has a very low base speed, if you remember, and we're going to lose the speed battle to this Staryu. Staryu's going to get to use another Water Gun. Rocky's going to go down in one shot. And we're going to black out. Not to be too put off, we're going to go right back at it, and I'm going to give Misty another piece of my heart. Unfortunately, she refers to us as a new face, so I'm a little bit heartbroken here. Misty starts out with a Staryu, we start out with our Sneck. Again, we try a Bind Chain, because it's just the best option we have. Our first Bind Chain is actually going to end up being criticals, so it's going to make our battle go much smoother this time around. Sadly, we missed the second chain of binds. Staryu's going to get a Water Gun in, and again, it's going to one-shot our Sneck. We're going to change back to Rocky, but again, we lose the speed battle. Staryu gets to attack first, and it's going to take out Rocky in one shot. We're going to move on from Misty for the time being, and we never even got to see the Starmie. Moving forward from Misty, we're going to head towards Vermilion City, and we're going to clear out every trainer on the way and in the area. Once we're done with that, we're going to head up to the SSN, and we're going to clear out all the trainers except for our rival. The SSN was a little bit difficult because of the concentration of water Pokemon, but it wasn't too bad. I'm still not at a level I would like to be at. I'm allowed to be at level 31, because Misty's Starmie is at level 21, and I'm allowed to be 10 levels higher than it. We're going to go into the Diglett Cave, we're going to beat up a bunch of hot dogs stuck in the ground, and we're going to get both of our Pokemon to level 31. Geodude is going to evolve into Graveler, and we're going to go back and challenge Misty again. Misty sends out Staryu. Rocky is going to be our first Pokemon. And I start to panic a little bit because I actually want Sneck to be our first Pokemon. I decide not to even risk an attack because I'm pretty sure that Staryu would one-shot me, and there's no way I'm going to be able to one-shot it. On the change, we get pretty lucky. Misty uses an X-Defend on Staryu, so we don't take an immediate Water Gun to the face. Sneck is going to attempt a Bind Chain, and we're going to get Staryu all the way down, no misses or anything. Misty's going to switch to Starmie. we're going to switch to Rocky, and we're going to go straight for the self-destruct. I'm not playing around with this. I cannot afford to possibly miss anything, and I cannot afford to take a bubble beam to the face. Starmie gets to attack first because of such high speed. We survive a water gun with 19 HP, and Rocky gets a self-destruct off. It one-shots the Starmie, and that's going to be an easy battle for us. It couldn't have gone much cleaner at all. I feel a little bit bad for beating up on my waifu, so I'm going to immediately retreat in shame. I'm going to head back to the SS Anne, and we're going to finish up with our rival fight. We're going to rock through this Pidgeotto. It's super effective, so we take it out immediately. Raticate goes down pretty easily. It does a little bit of damage to me, but no big deal. We switch to Sneck for the Kadabra because the Kadabra knows Confusion, and I'm terrified of Psychic-type moves. I start binding the Wartortle, but I immediately miss. I take a Water Gun. Luckily we survive it with just 14 HP. I use a second bind because I'm an idiot. It lands this time and we get a little bit of damage in. I'm going to switch back to Rocky and I'm going to go for a self-destruct here. Wartortle is going to get a Water Gun in because of the change. We survive with 24 HP. Rocky used a self-destruct, and it's going to one-shot this Wartortle. It seems we found a solid solution for dealing with powerful Pokemon that we're weak against. We're going to pick up the Cut HM from the ship's captain, and we're going to leave the SS Anne, waving goodbye as it sets sail. Our next battle is Lieutenant Surge with the 3rd Gym Badge. Lieutenant Surge uses Electric-type Pokemon, and if you're not familiar, Electric-type attacks cannot affect Rock-type. The only reason I took damage here is because that Voltorb knew Sonic Boom, and Sonic Boom is actually super effective against Rock-types. Rocky is going to use 3 Rock Throws total in this battle, and each of them is going to be a one-shot to Lieutenant Surge's Pokemon. After that, we need the HM for Flash in order to make it through the Rock Tunnel, but we don't have 10 types of Pokemon, so I use a Master Ball glitch, encounter a few random Pokemon, and catch until I own a total of 10. After that, we go see Professor Oak's aide again, and we get our HM for Flash so we can move forward. Erica is our next battle for the 4th gym. We know it's going to be a little bit difficult because she is Grass type and we're weak against Grass types. Battle starts against Victreebel. I have Sneck use a Tackle because I just wasn't thinking. Victreebel is going to get a Sleep Powder off on us, and Sneck's going to go to sleep. I use an Awakening immediately to hope to get back into this battle. Victreebel unfortunately had another Sleep Powder queued up. Instead of using another Awakening, I'm just going to switch to Rocky and hope to get a couple of attacks in. But again, Victreebel had another Sleep Powder queued up. Victreebel hits us with a Razor Leaf, it's critical, does a massive amount of damage, and one-shots Rocky. Change back to Sneck, but he's still asleep, and he takes a Razor Leaf, and it one-shots him. We're going to go back into this battle. We're going to do it right this time, and we're going to start off by using a Bind. We get Victreebel caught in a Bind Chain, and we get it almost all the way down. We've got 1 hit left, but Erica decides to throw a curveball at us, and uses a Super Potion. The Super Potion takes Victreebel almost all the way back up to 3/4 health, and we immediately miss our next bind. Victreebel gets off a Razor Leaf, and one-shots our Sneck. We change to Graveler, but Victreebel is actually going to win the speed race here, so we never get to attack. We're going to go back at it, we're going to start again with Bind, but we're going to miss on our second Bind. Victreebel is going to get in a Razor Leaf, it's going to one-shot us, we're going to change to Graveler, again, we lose the speed battle, and we take another Razor Leaf. We're going to go back in, we're going to attempt another Bind Chain, but we're going to miss immediately. Victreebel is going to get off a Razor Leaf, we're going to change to Graveler, we're going to queue up an Earthquake, Victreebel is going to use Sleep Powder, And somehow, by either pure luck or grand design, the sleep powder doesn't affect us, even though it's affected us at least 10 times over the course of these battles. Rocky's going to get in his Earthquake, and because Grass type is weak to Ground type, it's going to be a one-shot against this Victory Bell. We take out the Tangela the same way, as well as the Vileplume. So we did end up getting through Erica. Unfortunately, this was our 17th attempt, and as stated by the rules, we're only allowed 5. And the only reason that we were able to get through is because we had an alignment of the stars. So it's not really a valid win.
So, can Pokemon Red and Blue's Brock beat the Elite Four? Unfortunately, doesn't look like it. So let's break down why 9 times out of 10, the run will end at this Victory Bell. This Victory Bell speed ties Onix and beats Geodude. So while Onix can attack, Geodude is never going to be able to get an attack in before taking a massive shot from Razor Leaf and one-hit KOing it. The high attack and special stats of this Victory Bell make it such a heavy hitter that we can't even survive a single hit. And Bind only has an 85% accuracy. I need to hit 7 to 8 times in a row. I'm just bound to miss. And of course, Erica throws us that random curveball of a Super Potion. We almost had this Victory Bell down and out for the count so many times. And then that Super Potion comes in, and I just can't hit that many times in a row. So what did we learn? A lack of diversity and a poor moveset does not make a champion. Geodude's moveset is pretty solid, it is fairly diverse, and it does do a lot of damage. That Earthquake at the very end came in very handy. Unfortunately, we were never really able to capitalize on it. Rock Throw was very good throughout the beginning of the run, and Self-Destruct helped a lot with that Starmie, as well as the Wartortle. Explosion we never got to learn, but it wouldn't have made a huge difference. All it would have done is made Self-Destruct slightly better, and it was already taking care of everything we needed to do anyways. Onix's moveset, Bind was an absolute all-star in this run. It keeps your opponents so that they can't attack. You don't have to worry about any typing disadvantage. You don't have to worry about healing. You don't have to worry about anything at all. All you have to do is keep clicking Bind and pray that it hits. Unfortunately, it only has the 85% accuracy. Rock Throw, again, same reasons as Geodude, was very good throughout the middle of the run. It just isn't enough to get us through. We actually ended up skipping learning Rage because it starts at such a low base power that by the time it builds up to even equal the attack of a Tackle, it's just not worth it. We're taking so much damage because Rage only gets stronger after their Pokemon takes damage. At this point in the game, we're going to start taking so much damage that we don't have the time to live through it all. And Slam, even though it does double the damage of Tackle, it only has a 75% chance to hit. I would just rather have Tackle over both of these moves. Its damage range is in the middle of these two numbers with 100% accuracy. I just think it's the best option. So, once more, can Brock beat the Elite Four in Pokemon Red and Blue? Unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to happen. You can't make it past Erica, so you can't even make it to the Elite Four. Not to mention all the gyms that we were going to have problems with later on. Where do we go from here? Well, next time, we're going to find out, can Misty, Water Pokemon, are they better than Rock Pokemon? We're going to find out. And even if she can't beat the Elite Four, I'm always going to love her. That's it for the Brock run. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.